You stole from our generation. Hun, your generation doesn't know if it's a male, female, or a toaster. The knee slapper. I identify as an attack helicopter. I identify as a toaster. I identify as insert object here. You've been telling the same fucking joke for what, 8 years now? Develop original humor already, for fuck's sake. I'm surprised that this meme opted to feature Greta Thunberg instead of the red-haired feminist lady that's been plastered on conservative memes for the past, 10 years at this point. Jill has COVID. Again. After 150 boosters, give her another one. It's so fucking hilarious that the right is still going on and on with their anti-vax bullshit. It's been 2 years. 2 goddamn years since I got vaxxed. And yes, I do get boosters. And I feel fine. And where the fuck does this straw man come from that the COVID vaccine supposedly makes you completely immune from ever catching COVID? Because no one who possesses any real medical credentials has ever made such claim. It makes your body more fit to fight COVID off in the event that you do catch COVID, meaning that you're less likely to end up on a fucking respirator if you do end up catching COVID. And, much like the flu vaccine and many other vaccines, the vaccine that you receive for COVID over time becomes less effective because of many different factors like new variants popping up. Hence why there are booster shots for COVID to make your body more fit to fight off new COVID variants. This is not hard to understand at all. This is shit that a 7-year-old should be able to understand, but boomer conservatives just completely fail to grasp this. Son, one day you'll be a man. Dad, I'm 32, but you have pronouns. But you have pronouns. But you have pronouns. I think we can conclude that the timeout generation didn't produce as good of results as the ass-whooping generation. Yay! Child abuse, woo! I've been hit as a kid. Well, I was never punched or kicked or faced any severe physical abuse or anything, but I was spanked. Usually my father did it when I would refuse to eat healthy foods because my diet as a kid consisted of McDonald's, pizza, chips, and, shit like that. Not exactly a far cry from my diet today, but anyway, most of the time he would just scream at me and threaten to spank me, but there were a couple of times where he actually did spank me. And you know what that did? Fuck all. I still refused to eat healthy foods. All that did was instill fear and resentment that I had for him, up until just a few years ago, when I reconnected with him, and that only happened because I suffered through a family tragedy. So me getting hit didn't teach me anything. I still continued on the bad behavior that led to me getting hit. All that did was sour the relationship that I had with my dad for many years, and that wasn't the only factor that played into why I didn't want to talk to my dad for many years, but that was definitely a big factor. Bottom line is, don't hit your fucking kids, and if you do, do not be surprised if they want nothing to do with you in their adult years. The year is 2050. Batman was too problematic. Their name is now Batperson. Has hashtag BLM bumper sticker in Batmobile. Provides a safe space for others. Refers to women as birthing persons. No butler. Drinks only soy milk. Non-binary. Uses they-them pronouns. Non-violent. Funded by Bill Gates. Had a vasectomy. I want to really focus on two of these. Batman, or I'm sorry, Batperson, I guess I'll say that for the sake of this meme, is a superhero. So isn't it kind of their fucking job to ensure that the city is a safe space for the civilians? And part of the MO of a superhero, or at least what I'd imagine would be part of the MO of a superhero, is taking a civilian who is currently in a dangerous situation, out of said dangerous situation, and ensuring that you take them to a safe space. Safe space doesn't just mean a place where you don't get your feelings hurt, it also refers to a place where you just feel safe. So I say if a superhero doesn't care if you're in a safe space, they're kind of a shit superhero. And lastly, had a vasectomy. I get it, right-wingers, you want to shove your breeding fetish down everyone's fucking throats, but here's some food for thought. I'd imagine most people who are getting vasectomies are not right-wingers who are all about starting the family, but rather more left-leaning people who don't care about having a family. So that means that those darn liberals that you hate oh so much are less likely to reproduce. Shouldn't you be cheering that on? It's the same thing with abortion. Your average pro-life conservative is not gonna get a fucking abortion. So that means less liberal babies in this world. Isn't that a win for you? Obviously, I'm being half facetious and using preposterous logic, but just look at the shit I'm arguing against. And one more thing, I'm surprised you didn't put funded by George Soros instead of Bill Gates. Well, by 2050, George Soros will certainly be dead. Dude's in his fucking 90s now, but when Bill Gates also probably be dead by then. I'm probably applying too much logic into this shit. I'm just surprised that the creator of this meme didn't jump at the opportunity to sneak some anti-Semitism into it is all. How bad is it? They know you're gay and smoke crack. And then the caption on top. We know, Obama. I already made a whole video about this stupid shit, so I won't reiterate too much here, but I'll just say this again. Why the fuck should I care that Obama may have had gay sex at one point? Well, I should correct myself there. Larry Craig's story is almost certainly not real, but even still, even if it is real, why should I care? Why should anyone else fucking care? Other people's sexual preferences and what they like to do in the bedroom, so long as everything is legal and consensual, is none of my fucking concern. And the crack part, okay, let's entertain Larry Craig's story and pretend it's true for a second. Obama did drugs during a one-night fling. Okay, cool. Again, why the fuck should I care? That is his problem, not mine. And it makes no impact at all on his political career. Conservatives are so desperate for a scandal. I can't imagine being so dumb that you would fall for such a ridiculous story. At least I'm the real deal, which is more than I can say for the Bud Light girl. This is an obvious potshot at Dylan Mulvaney. She's been the right's boogie woman for like 6+ months now, all because she made some Instagram posts promoting Bud Light. That controversy was so fucking stupid. The way the right freaked out over it, it made me think she did commercials that aired on national TV or some shit. But no, it was just a couple of Instagram posts, I believe, and I would be completely oblivious of the existence of these posts because 1, I don't follow Dylan Mulvaney, and 2, had the right never freaked out over it, again, I would not even know these posts fucking existed. And the right's been on this fucking crusade against her ever since. She's in so many right-wing memes. She's brought up constantly among conservatives. I would not even know who the fuck Dylan Mulvaney is had you never gone on your fucking crusade against her. She's some Instagram influencer or some shit. I don't fucking pay attention to Instagram influencers. I mean, I have an Instagram, but I primarily use it just to talk to friends I know in real life. The influencer sphere is something I don't care about one iota, and had you never started incessantly yapping about Dylan Mulvaney, I would likely not even know she exists. I'm sorry that your favorite brand of piss water is ruined for you, because a trans woman made some Instagram post that you could have easily fucking ignored, promoting it. How devastating. Want to have some fun today? Go into Starbucks and order. When they ask your name, say Trump. They will be forced to yell it out, then everyone in the store will start crying. I did it this morning, it was awesome. Yeah, I'm sure this totally fucking happened. My grandpa, dad, and older brothers were all police. I've always wanted to follow their footsteps. Believe it or not, today's my first day on the job, so wish me luck. Officer Runt, reporting for duty, I'm gonna do my best. And then that last panel, the reality of joining the police force sinks in. Or at least that's what I gather from this comic. I don't really know what fucking point is being made here. What, am I supposed to feel sorry? She got what she was signing up for. Is the point of the comic supposed to be, okay, imagine if the cop was an attractive woman. Would you still hate them in that instance? Like, yes! At least I think that's the point the comic is trying to get at, judging by those totally necessary panels of her getting dressed. Female cops are not some helpless damsels. They knew exactly what the fuck they were getting into, or at least they should have known, and if they ever end up in any kind of distress, I don't feel sorry at all. Shouldn't have signed up to become a pig then. But hey, she could have dealt with something a lot worse than a riot on her first day, like, I don't know, a zombie outbreak in her city. Obligatory Resident Evil 2 reference, because that's what this comic reminded me of. No uterus, no opinion on abortion. Okay, no guns, no opinion on gun laws. Oh gee, it's almost like half of the human population doesn't have a uterus, will never experience getting pregnant, will never experience childbirth, yet want to dictate the other half of the population's reproductive rights. And then comes guns, which is something that anyone can get shot by. What the fuck is this logic? It's not like I fully agree with the top panel either. I don't think you necessarily need to have a uterus to have a hard stance on an abortion, especially if you want to still advocate for reproductive rights for those who do have a uterus. Just because you'll never experience a baby coming out of you doesn't mean you have to be excluded from the conversation. The only time I'll ever sympathize with the saying, no uterus, no opinion on abortion, is when it's in reference to people who want to take away reproductive rights from those who do have a uterus, even though they themselves will never experience pregnancy and childbirth firsthand because they were not born with a uterus. But my problems with the first panel aside, I still understand it a hell of a lot more than the bottom one. Anyone can be the victim of a mass shooting. Therefore, even if you don't like guns and have no desire to ever own a gun, I think you can still be part of the conversation when it comes to stricter gun laws in this country. The two issues do not even compare, and you are a moron if you think they do. Anyway, that's all I got for today. This was the debut of maybe a new series on this channel. I don't know. For all I know, this is just a one and done. But if I ever decide to do another one of these kinds of videos, I have a Discord server, and in that Discord server, there is a channel completely dedicated to stupid memes. 99% of the memes shared on that channel are stupid right-wing memes. Maybe I'll decide to use a meme that you share in that channel in one of these videos. Who knows? Anyway, enough shilling. That's all the stupid memes I had to react to, or show off. The outro is still kind of a work in progress. Bye-bye.